Alright guys, in this video today, we're gonna work on frontside 360s. There's many ways to do frontside 360s. We're gonna go through them all. The best way to do front three is to actually look in front of you for a long time, get an upper body takeoff, lower body's waiting, looking, and as soon as you get around here, then you start looking down and you want to bring the leg back at the end. What I say to my clients when they do a 360, normally what they do is they overspin like this, you know. If you do 360 like this and you land here, on snow you will go hillside and you'll butt check and you'll hate your day again. So the main idea is to actually under rotate and then finish with a shifty. Under rotate and then finish with a shifty. So you pretty much do 90 degrees, wait, and then bring back your leg. The vision will be in front of you and then down here. So you can place your feet at the right place. Everybody do this. See my head? Head whip. This is the worst thing you can do, not seeing right before landing. If I do this, I don't see. And it happens right at the end. So you don't see right before you land. Great idea. So now we're gonna look in front of us, wait, down, boom, bring the leg down. This is for a proper frontside three, controlled without overspinning. On the other side, 90 degrees, shifty with the lower body, upper body, looking down, bring it back, looking in front of you, waiting, looking down, bring it back. A lot of people would look in front of them for too long. So then you can't look down to bring back your legs. Again, main idea is to land on your toes. So you start, you look in front, you wait, you look down, you aim your toes to the landing. If I exaggerate, it would look like this. Look down, bam, on my toes. I know I told you not to jump on your toes, but you can land on your toes. Because when you'll be snowboarding, you'll want to land on your toes. So, frontside three, late, wait, look, bring back. So the worst thing to do is to actually turn your head and don't look forward. If you don't look forward, you don't know where you are. So you're like, whoa, and it's easy to overspin. So keeping your head forward. So, why are we keeping our head forward and then we look down? That's because if you're snowboarding, you'll be traveling. Let's see the red line right there is the knuckle of the landing. So here it's flat and here is the landing. If I do 360, I'll go off the takeoff. The landing's gonna be in front of me. So I wanna look at the landing. And then I'm passing the knuckle. So I wanna look where my board's gonna land. So that's why we're looking in front of us and then down. Because when we take off, landing's in front of us. And then when you look down, the landing is here. So front three, looking in front, wait, looking down, landing, same thing on the other side. Looking in front, look down, bring it back. So you want to wait again and finish with a kind of a shifty so you don't overspin. If you hit a huge jump and you go frontside three and you have too much rotation, whoa, it's overspin. So you want to be able to control it. So we'll go up and wait, and then we put our legs in the landing. We look, we wait, and then we bring our legs back in the landing so we can land properly, nice and sweet. Another way to do a 360 is to actually be able to cork the 360. Corking the 360, again, is not easy. The main way to do it is off your heels. So if you're having trouble with it, you can travel backwards. Instead of thinking 360, we're going to turn our head to look behind so we can aim our toes. So we turn around and then we aim our toes. So what I do here, the cork, is not to drop my front shoulder, as everyone would try to do, is to actually go up and bring my knees up. So when I bring this knee up, it actually makes me cork. So, knee up and then cork. So I want to look again in front of me and then to the bed so I can see where I am. If you cork it, your head's going to want to turn more, exactly the way I just did. Not bad, because a cork 3 always going to want to overspin. If it want to overspin all the time, you want to make sure your leg go up in front of you here and not in front of you here. So everyone try to cork a 3 like this. So for sure it's going to want to turn to 540. So you want to keep your front shoulder kind of close and you want to do your 360 leaning just a little bit backwards and then bring that knee up. So you want to make sure your knee go up in front of you. And you can cork it more and more if you want. And that becomes almost like a backflip. Again, if you want to become a good rider, you want to learn both ways. Frontside 3, switch frontside 3. Knee up, look in front, look down. One more, knee up, look in front, look down. And again, try to land on your toes. The biggest mistakes in the frontside 3 is that people start here, leaning forward. So that means you're doing the frontside 3 off the toes. It's not a bad one, but normally you pretty much want to take off on your heels when you snowboard on the hill. So the mistake that I see is that they're moving like this. So the upper body drops in front and that makes them kind of out of balance. If you do that, you want to pretty much make sure your both feet go up this way instead of going up this way. Why? Because that's going to make you do like a front side 360 of the toes a little off axis. I don't want to say rodeo because it's not rodeo, but then you'll be able to bring it back like this. That's a nice one, you know, but the first 360 you want to do on the hill is the one off the heels. But naturally, the athletes always move forward, and that we need to correct that. How to do so is to actually travel backwards on your tramp, and that make you lean the upper body this way instead of this way. As soon as you can do both, then you need to be able to mix them. So you need to be able to say, I'm doing one of my toes or I'm doing one of my heels. Say two different ones. Switch it up. Front side of the toes and then front side of the heels. I'm corking a little bit just so you can see that I'm starting off my toes and off my heels. Better you'll be at it, more cork you can do, will help you control the spin properly. About the vision, again, everyone turn their head like this, and that's really bad. Best way to learn in front, look down, but then you're good at that, you want to start looking the whole time. Looking the whole time in snowboarding is money. You need to work on your vision. So a front three looking the whole time will look like that. You can take a piece of tape and then you tape the frame of your trampoline, or you can tape the bed of your trampoline so you can aim or have your vision on one precise point. For me right now, I always look around here. If I go off my toes, it is impossible to look at it the whole time, so we need to go off our heels. More we cork, the better we'll be able to look the whole time. So this one is really cork, but we can do it less cork if you want. And that I aim my vision, my point of vision, in between my two knees. So then I start, put my two knees there, and I can keep looking at it. Make sure you practice both sides, so you can be really all around when you'll be on the hill.